I wish you could see me rocking this Hello Kitty hat. Shut the door, I'm not heating the whole damn neighborhood. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Old Man Gamer Network. I am Combat Carl, and today we're going to talk about stamina and the newish player. What is it? Why do I need it? Where do I get it? That kind of stuff. Anyways, what is stamina and why do I need it? Stamina is the fuel that powers your kingdom. If you do not have stamina, there is very little that you can do. You're not dead in the water, but you're not far away from it either. You can do puzzles. You can gather basic resources. And you can do the activities that are inside of your keep. What can I not do? If you are out of stamina, you cannot gather gems. You cannot explore relics. You cannot kill monsters or bosses. You cannot visit celebration parties, fire spirits, Ares statues. You can't visit Santa. You can't hunt furious turkeys. You can't do Vikings, Fenrirs, Garudas. You can't trade in a pie to the witch. Can't do any of that stuff. It is literally the fuel that drives your kingdom. And it is more precious than gold. I will go out on a limb and say it is more precious than gems. And I think it's probably scarce only second to maybe VIP points. If you haven't checked that video out, it'll be up here in the corner by the doodly-doo. So, first of all, where do I even find out my stamina? If we look up here in the Monarch corner, you see this orange bar. That orange bar is a graph that tells us how much stamina we have based out of 100. If you click on your Monarch, down here you will see a graphical representation, a bar graph. We have 82 out of a possible 100 stamina. Now, you'll notice that this little cross, this plus, is orange instead of a whitish gray. That means if we wanted to, we could add more. But that's where you can find out what your stamina level is. There is another place where you can find out what your stamina is, and that is anytime you go to make a march. And if we were going to go to make a march, here's our stamina down here. We know we have 82 out of 100 because it told us. This is telling us of the 82 we have, if we want to do this attack, it's going to cost us 6 stamina. That's what that is. It's the same way when we go anything that has to do with marching. Basic resources. Remember I said, what can I do? You can gather basic resources, food, lumber, rocks, or you can gather those for free. 82 is what we have. It's going to take us 0 to get there, and it doesn't matter how far across the map it is. That's where we can see what our stamina level is. Here's something else. If you click on this or put your finger on it, or however you manipulate things on your chosen device, this is going to tell us stamina regenerates by 1 point every 360 seconds until full. That's the base rate. Stamina will automatically be full in, it tells me, 10 hours and 56 minutes is how long it would take me to get back to 100. So it doesn't fill back up very fast. So you have to regulate, you have to think about what you're going to do, especially as us littles. We got the double ding. We're little and we're free to play, the majority of us. So you have to think about where you're going to spend your stamina for the day. Is there a way that I can increase this rate? Well, there certainly is. If you go down to talent, and if you go down to Monarch 18, you can see my cat. Shut up. Go away. You can see if you wish to spend your talent points, you can increase your stamina regeneration speed from 10. You can boost it 10% with 1 talent point all the way up to 25%. It will regenerate faster than that. Horsies. Something else that happens is at server reset, depending on where you are in the world. For me, it happens at 3 in the morning. It happens at 0800 or 8 in the morning Greenwich Mean Time. Your stamina fills back up to 100 if it is below that level. If you are at 97 out of 100, you get 3 free stamina. If you are at 3 out of 100, you get 97 free stamina. Now, a strategy that I use as a free-to-player is that before I am done for the night, I draw my stamina down as close to 0 as I can. That's one of the few times that I will collect Fenrir boxes or visit celebration parties. That's not something I normally spend my stamina on. Again, at this low level, we're low level players here. Especially if you're just starting out, you don't have any to, you have to be, it's very precious. So you're going to want to be, you want to think about where you spend it. Now, there are times when you have absolutely nothing, and if you have 1 march, you may want to spend your stamina. And if someone has killed a Fenrir, or if someone has killed a Garuda in your vicinity, it may very well be worth that stamina for you to go and collect those materials. If you have 1 march, it's going to take you a long time to collect, a couple 100,000 ore. And if you could spend 5 stamina and pick that up, and then send your 1 march out, that very well may be, worth expending that. So that's something that I can't tell you what to do. You got to figure it out for yourself. It all depends on your style. So if I'm running my stamina down, how do I add more stamina? Well, your stamina can be found, if you happen to have any, if you go to the 3 dots and you go to items, and if you scroll down, you can see there I have 1425 staminas. It's a steak is what it is. And VIT, I don't know if that stands for vitality. I don't know. It's referred to as stamina. And why they put VIT up there is beyond me. Again, continuity is not the strong point of this game, at least from my point of view. Stamina comes in 10, 25, 50, and 100 denominations. I've not seen anything more than that. It doesn't mean they don't exist. It just means that I've never seen them. And if you want to add more stamina to your bar, if you click on one, it will say, do you want to use one? And it's going to bring up this dialog box. And it will tell you, this is what you're getting ready to use. You have this many of them. Use it to gain 25 stamina. Now, if I click max, it's going to give me the max to put me near 100. I have 83. It's going to allow me to add 1 when I click on max, but it's going to keep me close to the 100 zone. And the game is designed to do that so that you cannot mistakenly, I'm using the air quotes here, mistakenly add all of your stamina. I don't understand the reasoning behind that. I didn't make the game, so you know what? Not my deal. So that is something that you have to, if you're clicking this and you're like, I've got 14 of these, why isn't it doing this? Click, 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 click. You can hear me spam clicking there. The program's designed not to let you get outside of a comfort zone, and that comfort zone is right about 100. Now, if you want to, you can go up here and you can manually click on those. But if I click max, it's going to go back and it's only going to get me close to 100. So if we go back here to the Monarch screen, if we click add from the Monarch screen, we get a different dialog box. It's going to give us all the staminas that we have. This is an interesting little item up here. The upper limit can be increased to 9,999 by using stamina items. That's these. Stamina exceeding the upper limit of this will be lost, meaning if apparently you can add 10,000 and you're going to lose 1. And the stamina will not auto recover when it exceeds 100. So when it regenerates at server reset, if you are at 100, you don't get any. If you're at 99, you get 1. If you're at 98, you get 2. If you're at 101, you get nothing. That's the way it works. Here, if you click any of these here, it's going to do the same thing. It brings up the same dialog box that we talked about earlier. Now, where can I obtain more stamina? Where can I get these stakes? It's possible we could get some from quests. I'm pretty sure there are quests that reward you with stamina. I can't tell you which one they are, and I can't tell you how much they gift you with. So if we come here to the city screen, we will see our tavern here, and I've discussed this in an earlier video. This tavern is a spawn point for stake or for stamina, and it is what I call a local time event, and that means that it's based on your time, your local time. At 12:30 lunchtime, at 6:30 supper time, at 9:30 drink time, 25 stamina will show up here, and it will be here for an hour. So there is a source of 75 free stamina every day. I'm not a smart guy, but I am smart enough that I know how to work the alarm clock on my phone. And everybody around me knows at 12:30, 6:30, and 9:30, it's stake 30. And there is a particular sounding alarm on my phone that goes off that keys me in to take a moment and make sure I'm on the game so that I can get my 25 stamina. And that's one of the reasons why I have 14 of them stacked up there. The Wheel of Misfortune is another source of stamina. It is not a tremendous amount. In fact, even if you go up here into the possible rewards list and you kind of scroll down through here, this is some of the things that you are able to get. I know that I have gotten stamina in the past, but I don't think it's listed on here. So that is one of your you might get it, but it's a bycatch. You're doing something else and you just happen to get stamina on that one. Combining cards. That's the event where you get the little colored sheets of paper and you stack them in, you combine them into different combinations. That gives you boxes numbered 1 through 10. Those are lucky boxes, and in those lucky boxes you will find different things. I think box number 1 is the one that contains you get like 10 staminas, the little 10 denomination ones. But that's not something that happens every day or every week. That just kind of comes and goes. Crazy Eggs also has a stamina component to it. It would be this one here, which of course I just recently whacked, and we got our stamina off of that one. Dwarf's Lucky Apples will also give you stamina. I only use the 5 coins apple. I don't use these other two. This is the one that I use because I think that's got the better payoff to it. Witch's Treasure Bags, which you will get as like a login reward. That's where you'll usually get them out of these candies. I think we've got some that I've been saving up for just such an emergency. Yeah, there we go. All right, let's see. We got 17 of them this time. Let's see if we can get to the number 3 and if we actually get anything that we're looking for. Nope. But it's a nice source of gems when it hits. Again, this is not something that's running all the time. It is something that runs for a week or 2 weeks, and then it's gone for a week, and then it comes back just as normal. The super value event, if we are doing there's 2 kinds of consuming returns. We're on the wrong one right now. This is the one that's for gems, common speed ups, and construction speed ups, and there is not a reward that issues you stamina on this one. It's the other one. It's the one where you are consuming resources. There is one of these that will give you a pile of stamina as a reward. King's Path, which is currently not active for me, but King's Path on the second day, there is an event called Unstoppable that gives you stamina as a reward. And then these are all just kind of hit or miss sources for stamina. Outside of the tavern is the only real steady source. If you go to the Arch of Triumph, it's so difficult actually calling that the Arch of Triumph. If we send flowers, then it is possible that we will get a stamina reward. So let's go into our items. Surely out of 9 bags, I'll get something. There, yeah, 50 stamina. So, we're not lounging in the Bahamas because of our winnings there. Now, those are all of the different ways that you can get stamina for free. And of course, there is a way that you can purchase stamina. If we go to items, and if we go to war, and we scroll down, you can get 50 stamina. They are 200 gold apiece, but that's not an unlimited supply. That's for the first 10. And then after that, the price jumps to 400 gems per 50 stamina. So it's not something you would want to depend on. Now there is kind of a price point in between the middle here. We can go see. If we go to the black market, on occasion you will see 300 you will see 50 staminas listed here for 300. I didn't understand why that was in there. Why would I pay more for stamina than I could pay for it in the store? Well, after your first 10, the store jacks the price up on you, and then suddenly it becomes good value. So we're here at the store, and if we go under the Gems tab and we scroll down, this is their, I think their curiously worded one-time offer every day. Then in the $4.99 pack, if you go down and click on detail and you scroll down, one of the things that it gives you is it gives you 500 staminas. And there are different, I'm sure there are different combinations. I'm not up on it. I don't spend my money there. There is another option here in the Bounty Cave. If you go to click on that, that is a $19.99 for 30 days. And what that does is every day you log on, you get 1,500 gems. You get 100 stamina. And you get the, what is this, the Silk? Yeah, the Silk Road material. It's a random 5 equipment in there. The thing about this is you need to claim the gems every day or it will expire. So if you have like a bad goat curry and you're visiting the little room with the white chair for an extended period of time and you get sick, if you miss a day, you're done. If you buy this package and on the second day you get sick, you've just wasted 28 days worth of this stuff. So I know there are people out there that are way more up on the savvy ways to buy these different packs in order to maximize your chances of getting a general, or getting more of this or more of that. I'm not that guy. That's a different channel. You'll just have to keep searching for something like that. But that is, in a nutshell, that is stamina. It is the stuff that drives your world here. Because again, without stamina, there's not a lot build-wise that you can do. I mean, if it gets to, if you are running rallies all day long and you run out of all your stamina and you're still going to be up for 6 hours or 8 hours, I mean, that's fine. You can still go to a basic resource, because it will tell you right up front, this is not going to cost you anything. So you can still do that, but you can't go to a gem mine, because if I click on this, that's got 1,056 gems in it. It's going to take me a day and a half, more than a day and a half, but it's going to cost me 50 stamina. And I'm only going to get 840 because look, I'm out of troop capacity. And that is with my VIP on. Now, if you felt this was important enough to you, that might be a case where you go over to your special tab and you might, do I even have one of these? No, I don't. I don't even have one. There's a troop size increase token that you can activate that will give you 50, whatever it is. I think it's 50% of whatever your base march rate is. The point is it will tell you the stamina hit right up front, what it's going to cost you before you go there. The same way with relics. Relics are the same way. They will tell you what they're gonna charge you before you go. I finally got a clue and got a relic, and of course it's 890 kilometers away. Are you friggin' kidding me? And if I want to go explore that level 1, it's going to cost me, it's a 20 stamina hit for me to get there. Now it's going to take me an hour and 22 minutes to march, which is a little, if I'm trying to hide some troops overnight, that might work. You may want to check very carefully your server rules, because one of the servers that I'm on, they just changed their rules, and so now during a kill event, everything is fair game. And that includes tiles. And that includes relics. And that includes gem mines. So basically, it's like a server war. So they have, I don't, part of me understands what they're doing. Part of me doesn't agree with it. And I think the part of me that doesn't agree with it is because I know how to stay bubbled. And I know how to not farm during SVS. But it's a young server. I guess they're trying to teach them a lesson. Anyways, that is stamina, what it is, how to get it, how you spend it, how you get more of it, places you can find it, places you can buy it. I hope it helps you. I hope it helps you budget for your daily expenditures, because it's not, they just don't give it away. You have a finite amount to use every day. And if you're careful with it, you can make it go a long way. Anyways, this is the Old Man Gamer Network. I am Combat Carl. Bubble up. Cheers. Hey, thanks for hanging out with us today. Be sure to tap that thumbs up button if you think we've earned it. And be sure to hit the subscribe button and that little bell to be notified when new content comes out. Be sure to check out these other videos. And I'm Combat Carl for Old Man Gamer Network. You guys be sure to go straight home. No screwing around.